Hello, my modern and unstoppable seniors. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into something that affects all of us, no matter our age. Now, eggs. They're a simple pleasure, aren't they? Whether you enjoy them scrambled, boiled, or sunny side up, eggs are easy to cook, packed with protein, and so versatile. But I'm going to share something that might surprise you. There are certain foods you should never eat with eggs, and doing so could cause serious health problems. I know, that sounds dramatic, but hear me out. As we get older, our bodies change, and we've got to be a little more mindful about what we put in them. Eggs may seem like a harmless, nutritious food, but when paired with the wrong things, they can actually cause digestive issues and even affect our heart health. So, in today's video, we're going to cover the 3 most common food combinations that could be putting your health at risk. You might be surprised to learn that these pairings are something many of us do without even thinking twice. But don't worry, I've got some practical advice to help you make better choices going forward. By the end of this video, I want you to feel empowered and ready to make simple adjustments that can help you feel your best. Ready? Let's jump right in. Now let's talk about our first combination. Have you ever had eggs with cereal? It might seem like an innocent breakfast choice, but when you combine eggs and cereal, it's actually not doing your digestive system any favors. Cereal, especially the sugary or processed types, is loaded with carbohydrates. Eggs, on the other hand, are high in protein and fat. When your body is trying to break down both of these foods at the same time, it can lead to digestive discomfort. The reason this happens is pretty simple. Carbs like those found in cereal get digested quickly, whereas protein-rich eggs take longer to break down. The combination can slow down the digestion process and leave you feeling bloated or sluggish. And who wants to start the day with a stomachache? I know I don't, and I bet you don't either. Now, if you enjoy a good bowl of cereal in the morning, here's an easy tip. Eat it on its own. You can still enjoy eggs later, but try not to mix them with your cereal. If you want to add more fiber or nutrition to your meal, try pairing your eggs with some veggies instead, like spinach or mushrooms. They'll help balance things out, and you'll feel a lot better afterward. I know, it's tempting to think that all meals should be packed together to save time, but trust me, your body will thank you when you make these small adjustments. Alright, moving on to the second food combination that you should definitely avoid. How many of you have ever enjoyed a hearty breakfast of eggs and bacon? I'll admit, I've indulged in this classic combo more than a few times. It's crispy, salty, and satisfying. But did you know that when you pair eggs with bacon, you're increasing your saturated fat intake, which can be bad news for your heart? Bacon is high in sodium and cholesterol, and when combined with eggs, you're getting a double dose of saturated fat. Over time, eating these foods together too frequently can contribute to high cholesterol and even increase the risk of heart disease. And since heart health becomes even more important as we age, it's crucial to make smarter food choices. I'm not saying you have to give up bacon forever. After all, life's about balance, right? But consider swapping out the bacon for a healthier alternative. How about some grilled vegetables or even some turkey bacon, which is much lower in fat? These are simple changes you can make to keep your meals delicious without risking your heart health. And hey, your arteries will appreciate it too. Now, before we move on to the third and final food combination, let's take a moment to think about what we've learned so far. Eggs are a great source of protein and nutrients, but when paired with cereal or bacon, they can upset your digestion and harm your heart health. So, it's all about making mindful food choices to ensure you feel your best each day. Stay with me, because we're about to dive into the last food combination that you should avoid with eggs. But before I do that, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced digestive issues or discomfort after eating eggs with one of these foods? Or maybe you've already made some healthier food choices that have made a difference in how you feel. Let me know in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else take control of their health. Now, let's move on to our last food pairing. Alright, my unstoppable seniors. Let's keep rolling. We've already covered the first two food combinations that could be causing you more harm than good: eggs and cereal, and eggs and bacon. But there's still one more food pairing that you'll want to avoid when enjoying your eggs. Are you ready for this? The third food combination is something that's more common than you might think: eggs with fruit. I know, fruit is healthy, right? It's packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, so it feels like a good idea to pair it with your eggs for a balanced meal. But here's the thing: the acidity and high sugar content in certain fruits can cause digestive issues when combined with eggs. Fruits like oranges, grapefruit, and even tomatoes, yes, tomatoes are technically fruits, have a high acidity level. Eggs, on the other hand, are more alkaline. When these two foods mix in your stomach, it can disrupt your digestive balance, potentially leading to acid reflux, heartburn, or simply a feeling of bloating or discomfort. This happens because the acid in the fruit can interfere with the way your stomach digests the proteins in eggs, slowing things down and causing indigestion. Now, I'm not saying you should cut out fruit completely, far from it. Fruit is an important part of a healthy diet. But when it comes to eating fruit with eggs, consider separating them. You can enjoy your eggs in the morning and then have your fruit as a snack later on. This will give your digestive system the time it needs to process each food properly without any interference. If you're craving fruit with your breakfast, you can also think about having a smoothie with fruit and a plant-based protein like almond milk or oats, which won't disrupt digestion the same way. This way, you're still getting that fruity goodness, but without compromising your digestive health. So, there you have it, the 3 food combinations to avoid with eggs. But I know what you might be thinking. Why is this so important? I'm sure you're wondering if these food pairings really make that much of a difference, especially when eggs are such a great source of protein. Let's talk about why these combinations matter and what happens if we keep making these mistakes. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, and our digestive system doesn't work quite as efficiently as it used to. That means our body is a little less forgiving when it comes to mixing foods that don't sit well together. While you might have been able to eat bacon and eggs with no issues years ago, now it can leave you feeling sluggish or even cause digestive discomfort. That's why these small changes can make a huge impact on how you feel each day. It's not just about avoiding discomfort. It's about giving your body the best chance to process your meals, absorb nutrients, and keep your energy levels up. When we don't give our bodies what they need, or when we give them too much of the wrong thing, it can contribute to unwanted weight gain, low energy, or even more serious health issues over time. So, now that you know which combinations to avoid, let's talk about how you can still enjoy your eggs without sacrificing taste or nutrition. For starters, let's go back to those eggs and veggies. Vegetables are a perfect match for eggs. Think about sautéing some spinach, mushrooms, or tomatoes. Yes, I know tomatoes are fruits, but they're low in acidity and won't mess with your digestion the way citrus fruits will. And adding them to your scrambled eggs or omelette. You're not only adding more flavor, but you're also boosting the nutritional value of your meal. You'll get more fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Plus, your digestive system will thank you. Another great option is to try some avocado with your eggs. Avocados are packed with healthy fats and are gentle on your digestion. They pair beautifully with eggs, whether you're making a classic avocado toast or adding a few slices to your egg scramble. You get that creamy, satisfying texture, and the healthy fats will keep you feeling full longer. Plus, you're getting the benefits of healthy fats, which are important for your heart health as we get older. And hey, if you're looking for something a little more filling, how about whole grain toast with your eggs? Whole grains are rich in fiber, which helps with digestion and can keep your blood sugar levels steady throughout the day. It's a perfect complement to eggs, giving you a hearty, balanced breakfast. Let's pause for a second though. I want you to remember something important. Making these simple changes doesn't mean you're depriving yourself of the foods you love. It's all about balance and being mindful of how different foods work together in your body. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Just a few tweaks here and there can make a big difference in how you feel. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed feeling sluggish or bloated after eating certain food combinations? Maybe you've already made some changes to your diet and noticed a difference. Or perhaps you're looking for ways to feel more energized and avoid digestive issues as you age. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share them in the comments below. And if you've got any questions or tips of your own, don't be shy. Let's chat and help each other stay healthy and unstoppable. All right, we've covered some pretty eye-opening information, but stay with me. In the next part, we'll dive into what you should eat with eggs to get the most health benefits. Don't go anywhere. All right, my modern and unstoppable seniors, we've covered the food combinations to avoid with eggs. But now let's talk about the right way to enjoy your eggs for maximum health benefits. Because the truth is, eggs can be one of the most nutritious foods in your diet if you pair them correctly. So, what should you be eating with your eggs to boost your energy, improve digestion, and support your overall wellness? Let's break it down. Eggs and leafy greens. The ultimate power combo. If you want to supercharge your breakfast, one of the best things you can do is add some leafy greens like spinach, kale, or arugula to your eggs. Leafy greens are loaded with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, and they help counteract any inflammation in the body. But here's something even more exciting. When you pair eggs with leafy greens, you increase the absorption of key nutrients. For example, the healthy fats in egg yolks help your body absorb more vitamin K from the greens, which is essential for bone health and preventing fractures as we age. So, if you've been skipping out on your greens, try adding some to your omelette or scrambling them into your eggs. You'll not only get a delicious, nutrient-packed meal, but you'll also be doing your bones and heart a big favor. Eggs and avocado, a perfect match for heart health. Remember earlier when we talked about avoiding eggs with bacon because of its high saturated fat content? Well, if you're looking for a healthy fat alternative, avocado is the answer. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, which help reduce bad cholesterol and keep your heart healthy. Plus, they're high in potassium, which can help regulate blood pressure, a common concern for many seniors. The best part? Avocado and eggs taste amazing together. You can mash avocado on whole grain toast and top it with a poached egg, or you can slice it up and add it to an egg scramble. Either way, you're getting a heart-healthy, satisfying meal that will keep you full for hours. Eggs and whole grains, a balanced breakfast for energy. Speaking of toast, let's talk about whole grains. Whether it's whole wheat toast, quinoa, or oats, pairing eggs with whole grains is a great way to get a balanced mix of protein, fiber, and complex carbohydrates. Why is this important? Because whole grains help regulate blood sugar levels. If you eat just eggs alone, you might feel full for a while, but adding whole grains gives you long-lasting energy that keeps you going throughout the day. A great option is scrambled eggs with a side of whole grain toast, or even a bowl of oatmeal topped with a soft-boiled egg for a unique twist on breakfast. Eggs and Greek yogurt, a protein powerhouse. Now, this might not be a combination you think of often, but it's a game changer. Eggs and Greek yogurt. Both are high in protein, which is crucial for muscle maintenance as we age. Greek yogurt is also packed with probiotics, which support gut health and digestion. And guess what? The healthy bacteria in yogurt help break down protein, meaning you'll digest your eggs more efficiently. If you want to keep things simple, try having a hard-boiled egg with a bowl of Greek yogurt and some berries on the side. This combo will keep you full, help with digestion, and provide a great balance of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. 5. Eggs and nuts. A brain-boosting meal. Did you know that certain nuts, like walnuts, almonds, and pistachios, contain nutrients that are fantastic for brain health? They're full of omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin E, which help keep your memory sharp and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. A simple way to include nuts in your egg-based breakfast is by adding chopped almonds or walnuts to a side of Greek yogurt. or even just having a small handful of nuts along with your eggs. If you like a bit of crunch, try making an egg salad with some crushed walnuts. It adds a delicious texture and extra brain-boosting benefits. Eggs and berries. A sweet and savory. Balance now. Earlier we talked about avoiding acidic fruits like oranges and grapefruit with eggs, but that doesn't mean you have to avoid all fruit. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are low in acidity and packed with antioxidants that protect your brain and heart. One of the easiest ways to enjoy this combo is to have a side of fresh berries with your eggs, or mix some into your Greek yogurt if you're having that as well. This way, you're satisfying your sweet tooth naturally while still keeping your digestive system happy. So, my unstoppable seniors, the key takeaway here is that eggs can absolutely be part of a healthy and balanced diet. You just need to be mindful of what you're eating with them by avoiding unhealthy combinations like eggs with cereal or toast with sugary spreads, which can spike blood sugar, eggs with bacon or processed meats, which are high in saturated fats and nitrates, eggs with highly acidic fruits like oranges and grapefruit, which can disrupt digestion, and, instead, choosing nutrient-dense pairings like eggs with leafy greens for vitamins and better digestion, eggs with avocado for heart-healthy fats, eggs with whole grains for balanced energy, eggs with Greek yogurt for gut health and muscle, strength eggs with nuts for brain support, eggs with berries for antioxidants. You're giving your body the best fuel to stay energized, strong, and healthy. And before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which of these egg pairings are you excited to try? Have you noticed certain foods making you feel better or worse? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wellness tips tailored just for you, my modern seniors. Until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and keep living your best life.